welcome. Let's try to solve another Leetcode problem 1626, best team with no conflicts. For this problem, where you are the manager of a basketball team for the oncoming tournament, you want to choose the team with the highest overall score. So what's going to be the highest overall score? For example, we're going to have a score array. If we can choose all the scores, definitely it's going to be the highest overall score. So the sum up of all those numbers are going to be 34. Yeah, because the ages are sorted also in increased order, so that means we can choose all of the scores. So however, the basketball team is not allowed to have conflicts. So a conflict exists if a younger player has a strictly higher score than the older player. So the conflict does not occur between players of the same age. So for example, this player, definitely this is wrong. No player has an age like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for example, this player's age is 22, another age is 22. Because they are the same age, they have the same age, so there's no conflict. No matter if the score is 5 or this score is 8, it doesn't matter. Yeah, because if the ages are same, so there's no conflict. But this is a 22, but another player, maybe the age is 23, but if the score is 5, but this is 8, or this is 5, now it has a conflict. Because if the player's age is higher, so the score gonna be higher. It must be 10 or 8. It must be more than or equal to the previous age. Yeah. So this seems it's gonna be a dynamic programming problem. So we're gonna use the longest increasing subsequence to solve the problem. So for example, we can sort according to the ages or according to the score. It doesn't matter. Yeah, because definitely we want to find such kind of cases with no conflicts. So for example, if we're gonna sort it according to the age, so this is gonna be the age 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So what's gonna be the score? So the score gonna be 1, 3, 5, 10, and 15. Yeah. So this means for each of the player, this player definitely has an age gonna be more than the previous one. This has an age more than and equal to the previous one. This means for this one, it's gonna be accumulated to this one. It's gonna be a 9, and for this one, it's gonna accumulate it to all the previous ones. It's gonna be 19 for the maximum. And while it comes to this person at this age 5, it's gonna accumulate it with all of them. So it's gonna be 19 plus 15. It's gonna be 34. As you can see, this is going to be a longest increasing subsequence problem. We can sort it according to the ages array or the scores array. Yeah, but after sorting, we must know this person with age 1 definitely have a score of 1 instead of other scores. Yeah. Now let's just try to solve it. Let me just prepare a nums. So I'm going to sort it. Inside it's going to be a tuple. Let's just have it as score and age because it doesn't matter. So let's just sort it according to the score and age. Yeah. So for SA in zip, scores and ages. Yeah. So this means for this array, for the first index, it is sorted according to the score. So after sorted according to the score, we don't know if it is sorted according to the age, and we have to check it. And we're gonna use the longest increasing subsequence to check, which is gonna be the longest increasing subsequence, and at the same time, it's gonna have the highest score. So we're gonna define a function f. So inside the function f, at each position, it's gonna be the highest score with this player, including this player. And here, the highest score, including this player. And then we're gonna check the maximum of the function f, which is gonna be the final result. Yeah. So let's just define the function f. It's going to be 0 times length of the nums array. Now let's just check all of them. So for I, here going to be the score, age, enumerate the nums array. And then we're going to check the previous ones. So for j, enrich I. And from here, we're going to update the result, but there's going to be a condition. So the condition is that if the age, so what's going to be the age? It's going to be nums j with 1, this is for 8, is less than and equal to the current 8. So this means we can update it. Fi gonna equal to maximum of Fi with Fj, because for the previous ones we're gonna choose the maximum. So after that we're gonna update this Fi, we're gonna plus this score. Yeah, because currently from the beginning the score is 0, and for this 0 we're gonna choose the maximum score before it. For example, this is our current score, so for example it is 5, but for the previous ones it has a score maybe 1, 2, 3. Yeah, but we're gonna choose the we're gonna choose the maximum score, but not all of them. We have to check if the 8, for example, this 8 is 4. We have to choose some 8 which is more than and equal to 4. Maybe this is 4. Maybe this 8 is 5. We cannot choose this 3. We have to find which one we can choose. For example, this 2 we can choose because 4 is less than and equal to 4. This 1 we can choose because this 8 is 3. 3 is less than 4. But this 3 we cannot choose, although it is the maximum number, but the 8 is 5. This is why we're going to check it like this. Yeah, because we sort it according to the score. We are not sure about the 8. We have to check it one by one. So now let's just update the final result. It's going to be the maximum of the F array. I think everything going to be okay. Let me just run it. Yeah, as you can see it works. Now let me just submit it to check if it can pass. As you can see, it passed for all testing cases, and it's pretty fast. And the time complexity is O(n) squared, and n gonna be 1000. Yeah. Now let's just use another way. It's just the same idea. So currently we sorted according to the score, but what if we sorted according to the 8 first? It's gonna be just the same idea. So we're gonna sort it according to the 8, and here gonna be the score, and 8 is first, and then score. Yeah. Now what are we gonna do? Here gonna be the same. The DP table gonna be the same. It means while including this person, what gonna be the highest score? This is for the DP table. It means adding Fi means adding with this person I, what gonna be the highest score? Including this person I, what gonna be the highest score? Yeah. So here, this one gonna be the 8 and score. And here, because we're gonna, the 8 has already been sorted in increase order, here we're gonna just compare the score. So if this one, number J1 is less than or equal to the score, this means we've already found one. So we're gonna update the final result, and finally we're gonna plus the score. As you can see, we didn't change too much about it, but it is just the same idea. Yeah. Now let me just submit it. As you can see, it passed for all testing cases. I think that's all about it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.